Almost 3 years ago, Hank Tierney brought some of his Ponchatoula High School players to a spring practice at LSU. One of them was a versatile, gifted freshman who then coach Ed Orgeron desperately wanted to see. "Make sure you bring Jacoby," Tierney recalled Orgeron saying. "Make sure you bring Jacoby." Tierney made sure the player came, and as they watched practice, Orgeron walked toward the group. Orgeron offered Jacoby Mathews his first scholarship right there, something Tierney had never seen in almost 4 decades as a high school coach. The offer sparked Mathews' recruitment, leading to dozens more as he became a 4-star recruit and the #2 safety in the country. Ever since then, he has hurtled toward a life-changing decision about his future, one that he will finally reveal at 6 p.m. Wednesday during a ceremony at the Ponchatoula Recreation Park. "It's been surreal," Mathews' mother, Takisha Johnson, said. "It has been overwhelming. But it has been a blessing. You put all of this hard work into your child, and you see his dreams are happening right before his eyes." Mathews could have finished the stressful process almost 2 months ago during the early signing period, but with LSU in the midst of a transition to coach Brian Kelly, he pushed his decision date until February, giving himself more time to evaluate his options. The extra time allowed Mathews to take official visits to Florida and LSU, and reportedly host Texas A&M coach Jimbo Fisher. But being one of the top 5 unsigned prospects left in the country also increased the attention on him as coaches had fewer players to think about. Mathews will choose among LSU, Florida and Texas A&M. "He put it off until the second date thinking it would be easier," Tierney said, "but it's probably been harder. It's easy to see why schools want Mathews. He's 6'2" and 200 pounds. He played multiple positions at Ponchatoula, where he helped the team reach the state finals last season. He won district MVP his junior year as a quarterback." Tierney compared him to another one of his former players, former LSU safety and NFL veteran Ryan Clark. "One difference is that Mathews is already bigger. With a middle school that funneled students into Ponchatoula High, Tierney heard about Mathews before he ever reached high school. Then as an 8th grader, Mathews practiced with the varsity team during spring practice. He played second-team quarterback behind DJ Finley, who has played at LSU and Auburn. Mathews started at wide receiver as a freshman. Then 5 games into the season, Ponchatoula moved him back to safety. He played on both sides and caught 11 touchdowns his sophomore year. Then he handled quarterback for a season until he finished his career back at safety, his primary position. While Zachary High School prepared for the state championship game this season between 2 undefeated teams, the coaching staff implemented different formations that helped it identify Mathews before the snap. The Broncos wanted to avoid the safety lurking over the middle of the field. "You better know where he is on every play," Zachary coach David Brewerton said, "because he can hurt you." The state championship game, which Zachary won 28-20, stretched Ponchatoula's season into the middle of December. Mathews had little free time before the early signing period, when most recruits these days make their final choice. Instead of rushing his decision, Mathews waited, making himself the highest-rated unsigned player in Louisiana. As he pondered where to go, Mathews and his family prayed. Did he want to go to LSU, the local school he verbally committed to for 3 months last summer? What about Texas A&M and its #1 signing class? Maybe Florida under former L coach Billy Napier offered the best destination.